Okay, folks, let's try to funny. And so fear, let's make fear funny. Can I make fear funny? And so I'm thinking about fear in three, everything is multidimensional with me. I think everything is multidimensional in the whole wide world. I want to hope so. I want to believe so. It better be, right? And so let me move this chair out the way because I do want my girls with me. My girls, they my girls. Yep. And let's, in fact, let's take a look at them. So we have Oprah, and then we have Michelle Obama, and then we have Kamala, and there we have them. And of course, on top we have me, myself, and I. And so let me see what I can do with funny. And so I'm trying to be funny here. And so funny, fear. I think about being a citizen in society. It's a little fearful because everywhere I go, people are looking at me, and I've really never noticed it before because people used to tell me like, hey nigger, we really like you. There's just something really different about you that we like. So you're all right in our book. So I guess that could also be considered, like I've also noticed, that I'm what you call a token. Like a token nigga. I'm like the only one you're ever going to see there. But again, back as being a citizen in society and being fearful, again, not everybody's looking at me in a state of fear. So it's causing me to look back at them in a state of fear. Like, you're making me scared too. But I do get it. I do not get it. Then fear as an employee. I never experienced it before, folks, because I've worked at a lot of places. I've worked at a ton of places, I promise you. I do apologize about that. But as I was saying, I've worked at a ton of places and I've never experienced anything. I just go on the job and do the job and leave. Clock in, clock out, whatever. Do the job, don't focus on anything but doing the job, and that's it. That's all I really have time to do, and then I do an excellent job. Everybody loves me because I'm just focused on the job. I'm not focused on not one iota of anything else, nothing else. Couldn't tell you nothing else. But as an employee, now the fear I experience is like, what are they going to do to me? What are they going to do to me? They fuck with my desk. They mess with my drawer. And all the stuff in there is for the agency. None of it's personal. It's all for the agency. I let the whole office know. Do you guys know what you're doing here isn't causing me any harm? You're actually just putting the agency, everything that they want to be secured, you're unsecuring. You're unsecuring it. Because I'm securing it and you're going behind me and you're unsecuring it. So they mess with me a lot. Had a couple try to hold the door where I couldn't walk through, push me out, all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, okay, leave stuff around like I'm going to steal it. Like, oh no, I would never touch anybody's stuff. And in fact, have some of my stuff become missing. Like all kinds of stuff is happening. And I'm like, okay, good job. I'm not into all that. But they want me to be nicer. Nicer? What do you mean be nicer? Excuse me, I'm scared to say anything to anybody because everybody's so reactive. Everybody, they're very touchy. Like, oh my God, I just brought happiness and joy. That's all I bring to work. Nothing else. All the rest of the shit. But so fearful, what they gonna do to me today? All right, then the next one, I won't get into a whole lot of all that, but that's just kind of the fear there. And then where I live in the community. Okay, like I've been a great tenant since day one, and I've always communicated honestly about anything, wherever I am, but specifically just to let you know how honest I am. Like one day I was moving something and I lost control of it and it fell out of my hands and it broke a lamp, one of the night fixture lamps outside, And I immediately went to the office, the leasing office, and I reported. I said, hey, look, I was moving an item. It fell. It broke the lamp. I do apologize. I did clean everything up. Not sure what you want me to do with it. And they said, oh, you could just throw it away. They said, we really appreciate you telling us because most residents wouldn't. And I said, oh, I don't know, but there you have it. How much do I owe you for it? And they said, oh, you don't know it's a thing. I said, okay. So that's one time. Then another time, my cute, adorable dog, whom I love, 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 with every fiber of my being, but I surely did go report his ass one day. He ended up biting some white woman here on the premises. And so she had said, oh no, you could tell the lady was a real dog lover because she had 2 geriatric dogs that she used to spend a lot of time with on the property every day. So I'd see her and I could tell she's a real dog advocate. But nonetheless, the dog, I use retractable or extendable dog leashes. So he got away and ran and bit her ankle, one of her ankles, and broke the skin. So I was like, oh, profusely, oh, I'm so sorry my dog did that. Oh my gosh, can I pay the hospital bill or whatever? Whatever, I'm not sure what you want to do in this situation, but I'll pay for it. And she was like, oh no, it's not a big deal. Just keep your dog more in control. And I was like, all right, no worries, I'm so sorry. I said, do we need to make a report? And she was like, oh no, everything's fine. So I immediately went to the leasing office and told the leasing office agents, what happened. I said, hey, my dog got away from me. He bit one of the residents. She's an older lady, white lady with white hair, has 2 old dogs. They go, oh yeah, she lives in A such such. I said, yeah, that's her. My dog bit one of her ankles, the left ankle, and I just wanted to report it because I don't want this to bite me later on for not reporting it. And they're like, okay, well, she would have to come in here and report it for us to tell you the dog must leave the premises and can no longer live here if she comes in here and reports it. You can't do the report. And I did, and there it is. So my point, folks, I'm very honest. So, but here in the community, I feel a little threatened because few things have happened against my will. And again, I'm just a peacemaker, love and happiness, joy, happy, everybody wins kind of person. No one loses. No one's left out. Communication is key. Nonviolence. Go the extra mile for peace, serenity, harmony, unity, community, but nonetheless, not liked here. And so that's fine, that's absolutely fine. But I've done nothing wrong here, and I've always gone the extra mile to be just cool. But I learned a great lesson. And so, but again, I don't feel a little fear there, a little uncomfortable. Everybody's projecting their little energy on me. And I'm not her. I'm not like the rest of them. Whatever the heck that means. When that motherfucker told me that day, he said, we like you. You're not like the rest of them. I wasn't sure what the heck he meant by that. I was like, I wanted to ask him, can you tell me what do you mean? But I was like, it's a couple of them. It's 4 or 5 of them, Liz. I think you need to leave well enough alone. And that sounded like a good enough answer to me. Hee-haw! Howdy, folks. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Whoo! Kind of like a close call. Sort of like that time when I said what I said. Another time, I'll have to talk about that another time. It's a little too early to talk about that. What time is it actually? It's too early to talk about that. So, but in any case, a sister be feeling fear sometimes. I be feeling fearful. Because they be looking at me like I'm about to do something. I'm looking at them like they're about to do something. I'm not going to bust a grape. Even if I had razors on the bottom of my shoes, I ain't going to bust a grape. I ain't going to do nothing. I'm telling you that. I learned to tuck and roll real good. What does that mean? That means tuck, roll, I ain't getting ready to hit. I'm violence free, non-violent. I don't care what happened. I don't partake of violence. So that means tuck and roll, gotta go. But usually I can see it before it gets that close that I would have to do a tuck and roll. I could see it coming. So I can see things escalating. That's why I'm a counselor. And as a counselor, I can de-escalate situations so they never reach that degree of escalation because I'm a professional. Yeah. So anyways, folks, I hope you guys laugh at that. I hope there was some humor in that. I was trying to make it funny. Say your mama's your mama's teeth so yellow that when the bitch step outside, cars slow down. Your mama's so dumb that when they told her it was chilly outside, the bitch ran inside and grabbed a bowl and spoon. Say your mama's hair so short, the bitch can't even use minute rice to roll it. Don't get at me. Don't get mad at me. I ain't fucking your mama. I don't even fuck with mamas or daddies. They say your mama's teeth so crooked, they look like they in a standoff with the Crips and the Bloods, and the 18th Streets and the tiny locals are standing on the sidelines talking about, what's up, Holmes? What you want to do, eh?